Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to be learning the basics of coding with Python. If you have any background in coding whatsoever, you most likely already know all of what I'm about to teach you. So you should leave the video now and watch one of my more advanced videos. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is an integer variable. And for all variables, they need to be assigned something. So we're going to make my value equal to 5, which just means we're assigning the value 5 to my value. Next, we're going to go ahead and print that to the screen. What this means is we're just going to display it to the user. So if someone were to run this program, and it would print it to their screen and they could see it. Now, as you can see, we printed 5 and 5 because we have two prints. One is my value, which is equal to 5, and then we just printed the number 5. So the next variable we're going to be talking about is a string variable, which a string is just a string of characters like A, B, and C that creates a word. So here we're going to make another value. We're going to call it my string, and then we're going to assign it to hello world. The next variable we're going to talk about is a float. So we're going to call it my float, and we're going to assign it to 1.5. And a float is just a decimal value. I wouldn't worry about looking into it too much more. Another thing is you can probably see these little pound symbols. These are what we call comments, and they're not ran whenever the compiler compiles your code. These are ignored by the compiler, so they're just little notes for you or anybody else trying to read your code. So the next variable we're going to be talking about is the Boolean variable. This variable can only have true or false, or 0 and 1, 1 being true and 0 being false. So we're going to make a variable and we're going to call it isActive, and we're going to set it to false. And then conversely, we're going to make a variable called isNotActive, and we're going to set it to true. Now for every Boolean, you don't need to make opposites like this. This is just for demonstrating. So that's going to be the end of this lesson. It was really short and simple, but next time we'll talk about printing values to the screen, and we'll talk about functions. See you next time.